We were very happy with the location that Chief Johnson chose, specifically because of how important it is to the infrastructure for river travel. It's about a true-to-life target that you can find in central Illinois as far as something that would really affect commerce and in general just everyday goings on the river and the highway in the area. We tried to do a real-time exercise where we were called out and responded to that site. 5 armed gunmen took over the lock and dam without making any demands and took the individuals in control of that hostage. And basically what the goal of the terrorists was to take over that building so that they could take over a barge full of anhydrous ammonia. They'd then get the barge full of anhydrous ammonia underway and ram a bridge. The plan was to deploy the snipers and have a sniper-initiated assault and then proceed with a hostage rescue from not only on the land from the Bearcat, but also using some of the Fond du Lac Park District and Conservation Police boats from the water as well. The lock and dam is run by the Army Corps of Engineers. The Army Corps of Engineers was involved with the planning and the execution of the plan. The Tazewell County Sheriff's Department, who's an ILEAS member, we used some of their watercraft for our assault on the building and on the river. The United States Coast Guard was there to control river traffic. They did an excellent job making sure everything was safe and that we weren't affecting comings and goings on the river. The FBI was there to do some background interview on one of the individuals that we captured in the hostage rescue. Fond du Lac Park District organized all the scenario itself. The individuals who worked at the lock and dam coordinated with the U.S. Coast Guard and actually called all the way down to St. Louis and shut river traffic down for about 4 hours just to ensure that the operation itself would be underway safely. And they did an excellent job with giving us full access to their facility and the river as well. We tried to do our best to not let the guys know what the inside looked like, so it would be completely spontaneous. We do some industrial structure clearing, but a lock and dam building is something specific that we've never had the opportunity to do before. The tugboat and barge, we've actually practiced a little bit on those before, thanks to Chief Johnson, but the specific issues with a tugboat and barge, number one is that's underway. There's not many other scenarios where you have a team moving from one moving object to another moving object, and it's an incredibly unique experience to get to do on a working barge and tug. Fond du Lac Park had a canine unit that they wanted to incorporate into the scenario, and what we did for that specifically set up was we planned as if one of the perimeter security members was trying to escape. To make it as realistic as possible, what Chief Johnson did was set the target area as between the 2 major bridges in Peoria, those being for 474 and 74. Because of the size of the operation, Region 6-7 would do the stationary lock and dam. We would then coordinate with ISP SWAT, and ISP SWAT actually did the first hit on the moving barge. Something we've learned from doing just a few operations on the river is that the individuals who hold the moving vessel usually also hold the high ground. So we've got to put ourselves in a situation where we've got coverage coming from maybe 1 or 2 different boats as a third boat comes up and those guys make entry onto the boat. You've got to cover the boat, it's moving, you've got to get your team on there safely, so it's a really complicated operation. Another part of the scenario, and what the team did as they were clearing, is they discovered explosive devices on the barge. Once they discovered those explosive devices, they contacted the Peoria City EOD team. I think the day went well. It was very valuable training. It pointed out, like any good training should, pointed out some shortcomings as far as communication, some things that we need to work on. But in general, I think we worked really well together. Any kind of operation like this where you get an opportunity to coordinate with other agencies will make an actual operation go smoother.